while. When he came back home, as soon as he stepped in doorway, I recognized him straight away. I was sitting on the bamboo bed. I called out, "Dad, Dad!" But he didn't walk to my direction. So I burst out to cry. I stood up and I put my 2 nails and I called out, "Daddy, Daddy!" He then walked towards my direction. He held me up in his arms. I immediately stopped crying. When my mom was away, there's only my dad and me at home. My dad played with me for a while. Then he asked me, "Do you want to eat pork liver cooking with fish sauce and pepper?" I nodded and said yes. So he carried me on his back from home to the market. We bought the pork liver, so he carried me back home. When I was 5 years old, sometime my dad came home from temple. He brought the paper with Buddha blessed writing, and he stood in front of Buddha picture. He actually did pray, and he burnt it. He put that burn in the cup. He poured in the water, and he asked me to drink it. And he said, "It's very good for your health." It was really, really hard to drink, but I couldn't tell him I drank it all. My grandfather taught my dad about Buddha when he was a child. Now, my dad is really, really good son. He's always listened to my grandfather. When my grandfather alive, every day he meditate 1 hour. He told us sometimes he saw snake surround him. Before 1975, my dad was UN attendant. His main job to train the army. My dad sent to re-education camp for I think 4 or 5 years. When he released from jail, in his mind always thinking of escape to Australia to find freedom for my sister, my brother, and of course for myself. One night, about 11 p.m., him with a group of 5 people meet up with other group at the boat to escape overseas. On the way, he saw a policeman run to hunt for his group. They quickly hide under the mud. The distance between them and the police only 50 meters, but the police couldn't find them. So the policeman raised up the run to the sky, shoot a few bullets, and then the policeman left. My dad got float on ocean for 2 weeks. They ran out of food and drink. Luckily, the West Germany boys picked them up, sent them to Hong Kong refugee camp. That was the last boat they allowed the refugee enter the camp, and that was 1998. The first week when I arrived in Australia, my dad borrowed a lot of Vietnamese novel for me to read. He hung up a proverb in my room, roughly translated, the path is not hard to walk, it's only hard when you hesitate. He taught me a lot about Buddha. I became devoted to Buddha religion. At that time, I kept myself isolated from people with different religion, especially Christian. Once he told me that Jesus was prophet that Buddha sent to earth to save human beings. But my mom, she's here today, she told me a different thing. She said, in fact, God created Buddha, and Buddha was on earth to taught human beings about his philosophy. Until one day I met an Australian girlfriend. We studied same university degree. She invites me to church. She asks, you don't have to come if you don't want to come. You don't have to come if you don't want to. That's what she said. So I decided to come to find about this religion. One day when we walked together to the lecture room, she asked me, how is your Bible study going? I was hesitant. I said, yeah, it's good. She said like screaming, I don't like prohibit people. Why are so people so stupid in this world? She paused and said, the only thing keep us apart is I will go to heaven, you will go hell, and I don't want that happen. I want we unite to at heaven. When she graduated, got married and gone back to England, I left in Australia with no direction to go. I was totally lost. Until one day I met a Vietnamese lady during my open soul inspection. She invited me to church. I took 10 weeks to study Bible. At the last lesson, the pastor asked me to join Pad Thai service. I told him that I want to wait for my family to Pad Thai together. At home, my dad usually pray in front of me when every time he saw me walk past. Sometimes I brought food and drink to his room. He looked at the Buddha picture and prayed and took the food from me. One day, I gave him 5 minutes lecture. I said, you will go hell, or we go heaven. We only see each other in this life, and we'll never see again. Suddenly, I saw his eye turn red. That was the second time I saw him nearly cry. The first time I saw him cry was when he talked to my uncle on the phone. He said, Dad is dead, you know. On Mother's Day this year, I took my mom to church. That was the best moment to have my mom sitting with me beside me at church. But when we came back home, my mom said, I don't want to go to Bible study. I don't want to meet your father. If I become Christian, now I have to remove all your grandparent picture from the table. I can't do that. But if you want to marry to a Christian, you can convert. I'm too old for you to change. I look at her, I cry inside. I felt hurt and really hurt. I now believe in God more than ever. If you look at the sky, Anywhere you go, you see only one sky. And above that sky, there's only one God, and his name is Jehovah. To make human being believe there is God, so he sent Jesus to earth. Jesus was dead for 3 days and alive again. God set up a marriage. God, he's forgivable and he's forgettable. God is the father of every human being. He's your father, he's my father, and he's everyone's father. Do you see what I see? Amen.